tell us what we're going to see tonight from this Eagles defense.
Well, I think number one, Coach Fangio's just got to fix the problems from last week, which is, giving up too many big plays and just being more consistent up front. But the Eagles have a good defensive line. They really need to dominate the line of scrimmage. And, if they can do that, they'll be all right. If they can't let B. John Robinson get going, this guy's one of the best backs in the league. And here you see more missed tackles. So 2 runs are out of the hole right there. That's going to be a big key for him, is playing better up front and doing a good job of tackling. And then, obviously, not giving up any big plays to the Atlanta skill players, who they should be able to handle. But, this is where it gets in trouble. A couple big runs, and now, watch out for play action now on this one.
Yeah, Coach.
It looks like Atlanta went. Go ahead, E. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it.
No, just looked like Atlanta went a little no huddle right there to start, maybe to quiet the crowd down a little bit. What does that do to a defense when the offense comes out and goes no huddle?
Well, it just settles you down into some of your basic calls, especially early in the game, I would think. But Coach Fangio has 3 or 4 basic calls. He operates a lot out of split safety look. As they are here, the safeties are back deep, and then they drop down into a post safety look and rotate back. So I think that's what Kurt's going to get most of the day is a too high shell and then some kind of late rotation. It's a nice job right here, getting the ball knocked out, 2nd and long.
Coach, take me through the mind of Vic Fangio a little bit. Obviously, Atlanta's coming off a rough week last week, couple turnovers. What adjustments do you think they're going to make offensively to try to attack this Eagles defense?
Yeah, well, number one, don't turn the ball over. We saw the snap issues and things like that they had to deal with last week. Get the running game going so that the rush can't tee off. On pass protection, that's not one of Atlanta's strengths, especially McGarry there at right tackle. So he's going to have to deal with a good edge rusher from Philly. So try to stay out of those long yardage situations like they are here, 3rd and 3, where they got a lot of options. This is where Atlanta wants to be. They see Pitts is up on top. Can't make the play.
Got to convert that first 3rd down on the road, quiet the crowd down, let the Eagles fans sit down and settle. Now they're going to get all fired up. Eli, we talked about last week, Bill, you and I talked about it on Breakdown. Having that first read open is kind of what Kirk is looking for in this new system. You can see here he starts left. He's looking 1, right, 2. Robinson's probably number 3 on the backside. We don't want to live in that world. We want to live in the world. Let's get our first read open, get the ball out of our hand. That'll get Kirk in more of a rhythm.
Yeah, and, one thing about that play, too, is that, Huff was matched up over there on McGarry, but, Huff fell down, didn't get any rush at all. So, they got to get that pass rush going. The good thing for Atlanta was they blocked him on that 3rd down.
All right, E.
All right. You love these punts. You love 2 punts early on in a game. Your favorite
Bill loves punts. Bill loves the punts. I hate punts. All right, let's talk about that RPO situation. The Eagles are going to have this guy block. He's going to run a little bubble right here. This defender right here, if he stays inside, Jalen's going to throw this bubble to Smith all day. If this defender walks outside across from this receiver, they're going to hand the ball off to Saquon right here, going up this little hole right here. So my question is to you, Bill, if you're Atlanta, how do you defend this? Do you stop the bubble? Do you stop the run? How do you stop both at the same time?
Well, in man-to-man coverage, the man you have circled is going to have to go out there with him, and the safety will drop down on the right into the box. The safety on the right, he'll drop in the box. If it's zone coverage, which is mostly what Atlanta's playing, then the X on number 3 receiver there, he'll kind of midpoint it there, and he'll go out and read the quarterback. If the quarterback throws the bubble, obviously he'll go tackle him. If he doesn't, then he'll fall back in on the run. So it's kind of a half run, half pass. That's a half man that the defense thinks that they'll get a full man to wherever the ball goes.
And Bill, would you say the key is if they do throw this bubble, these guys just got to be physical on these blocks, get off these guys' blocks, and make the tackle on the bubble?
Yeah, that's right. And if it's a big guy out there like Pitts, then that should be an advantage for the Eagles throwing that bubble.
Got it.
There you go. Good. Telestrating Manning. You're really loving that, Pate. There's your bubble right there.
Yeah, we're 2 on 3. We don't have much.
Was that it?
Good run.
On cue?
It was with the motion. They motioned to the 1x3. The play before, they actually had the 1x3. They ran it, got 9 yards. So, they had a little bubble.
I talked to Kellen and Jalen about trying to run one of those early, kind of right after the the telestrating session, but sorry we couldn't time that up. Hey, Bill, talk about the Belichick list for this Falcons defense.
Well, I mean, number one, they got to improve on what they did last week against Pittsburgh. They couldn't cover Pickens in man or zone, and that didn't look very good at all. So they got to get that straightened out and then do a better job of tackling. They had way too many missed tackles last week. So if they can correct those things, I think the game plan tonight with Brown out looks like it's to roll to Smith. So play quarters coverage and roll to Smith and try to disguise Hurts as much as possible. Almost everything so far has been from a too-high look with both safeties back, and then one safety will drop down into the box about half the time on the snap, but not before. So it's obviously going to be try to confuse Hurts with the coverage and what the look is. And then I'd say for Atlanta, they just got to take advantage of Philly's turnover opportunities. Philly turned the ball over 3 times last week. Green Bay had their hands on a few other balls. They gotta make those pay. But this is if Terrell doesn't get an interception tonight, he will go 1,000 days without a pick. And so it's a lot of money to pay a cornerback that hasn't had a pick in 1,000 days. We'll see if he gets one tonight.
Coach, when you're going through the practice week and all of a sudden you hear on a Friday or Saturday that an A.J. Brown is out of the game, does that just change your game plan right away? Or are you still kind of doing what you were doing, just make a few adjustments game day? Or are you putting in some different coverages at that point?
Yeah, no, if that were to happen, I would do what Atlanta's doing and make sure you get Smith. Again, tackling's a big issue here for Atlanta. They miss too many tackles. They're really light. They don't do a good job of wrapping up, and too many yards here, after contact. That's good stiff arm by Barkley. He gets hit around the 32, and now they spot the ball at the 26. I mean, that's a lot of yards on his own. Eli, you've seen him do that, with your Giants,
yeah.
and this guy's really a strong, powerful, explosive runner. I think Atlanta's going to have to eventually get somebody down in the box and get down there a little bit quicker than they are. But see, they're playing playing 5 guys, way off the line of scrimmage. I mean, this is just too much space for this guy. I just don't think they're going to be able to stop him like this. They just, until they get up there and play more physical on the line of scrimmage. That offensive line from Philadelphia now is huge. It's the biggest line in the league. They're over 6'6", and they're over 335 pounds. I mean, I was down there before the game, and, you're in the shade when those guys are out there. They block out the lights.
Coach, we got a new fathead of you. We got another one in the red zone here. If you want to make a prediction, you made the perfect prediction last week. You feeling Eagles gonna put it in right here?
Yeah, but watch out for Goddard.
Oh, feeling Goddard. All right,
going with Goddard.
There we go.
Bill, did you mention that Eli on the field to Eagles fans? I mean, how do they treat you there in Philly? I know they don't treat Eli well. How do they treat you?
It's sometimes a city of unbrotherly love, but overall they were good to me tonight. But then, when I mentioned I was with the Manning cast, I got a few boos there. I know Eli. I don't think you're a fan favorite here in Philly. They love Rocky. No. I'm not sure about Eli.
Hey, Bill, you mentioned that the disguises from Atlanta. If that safety stays deep and comes down late, that's a good look to run the ball all day.
Yeah.
If you want to stop the run, get the safety down there earlier. Tell Jalen what coverage you're playing. We don't care that we got to stop the run.
Yeah, well, I think Jalen's going to keep handing it off because even if the safety comes down late, they're still gaining 5 or 6 yards before they get down there. So they rested him for a play. Barkley's back in. Can I shift that, Eli, back to Barkley?
Yeah.
Is it too late?
Yeah. It's third and 4 here. 3rd and 4. You're feeling Barkley?
I think it's run. I think it's run on 3rd. Well, they got empty. They're going empty. Bring them back in the backfield. Bring them back in.
They already used that quarterback draw, so they probably already used that one up.
Here automatic check. Looks like an automatic check
zone.
To 0, Pate. Oh,
it's zone.
Checked out.
It's all zone.
All right, got a little time.
Yeah, got all day. Oh, no. Good red zone defense by Atlanta. They drove it right down the field and held them to 3. So, that'll be a win for Atlanta.
It looked like Atlanta had like an automatic check versus empty. They were going to go all out, blitz 0, and Saquon motioned back into the backfield. They checked out. You can see they all popped out and played zone. They didn't get much of a pass rush, though.
No pass rush.
To me, that's a classic Bill Belichick move right there. Atlanta's running a rub concept, a man-to-man beater. Atlanta's playing
They're going
zone,
for it.
not a good play. They're going for it here. Let's see if they do the same thing.
Hard count.
5 down.
Run the option. Okay.
Eli, you saw that. It was the rub concept. Great versus man-to-man. Not so good versus zone. It's a tendency breaker by Atlanta. Belichick used to do that all the time. We have the perfect coverage, perfect play for this third down. He plays zone on third and 3, which ought to be legal. You should have to play man-to-man, but anyway, I'm over it.
Yeah. And you shouldn't be allowed to motion either, Peyton. Well, that's right. You didn't motion. Hey, can we run that play back? Can we get that play back, that third down play? Like, this is really a good play right here. This is a really heads-up play by Atlanta. This is Jimmy Lake.
Eli, can you run it back? You have controls, don't you? There you go. Good.
Here it
All right,
comes.
just hold on right. Ho. Just watch Barkley. Can you run it back? Just freeze it at the beginning.
Yeah.
He gets stuck in there.
They
hit him. No, that's, what's his name? Carter coming around with good awareness. He saw Barkley going through the line of scrimmage and knocked his ass down. It was a heads-up play.
It should be pass interference, right?
He's
it's
going through the
not,
line of
but
scrimmage.
It should be.
He thought he was on blitz pickup.
Getting Barkley outside, empty, rushing 4. Nobody's open. God, dog it.
Turnover on downs.
Bill.
They had Barkley early right there.
I know what you're going to say, Peyton. I mean, that's the Philly analytics. They're saying, okay, we got them down there inside the 10-yard line. If we don't pick it up, they're backed up anyway. We're going to force them to punt, and we'll be back in field goal range when we get the ball back. I'm just telling you that's what they're thinking.
All right, Pate, you talked about last week. Atlanta was in the silent count at home. A lot going on right here with Kurt trying to time up this cadence. He's trying to kick to tell the guard to hit the center in the butt. The center looks down and up. He's trying to time a motion, stop a motion. The ball is snapped. This is one hurt us, a big turnover close to the red zone. And they had a couple overs close. But you can kind of see, all right, Pate, you're playing guard. You're playing the right guard. He's trying to motion and kick at the same time. Time it. I kick. What do you do?
When you kick, that tells me you're ready. I'm tapping the center on the tush to tell him that you're ready, and now I become the center, right, because I'm versatile, and I lift my head and snap it, right? I time it up, but it's hard, like you said, with that motion.
He's kicking, he's stopping, and he's trying to look at the coverage, and it's too much going on. It's too risky. Be under center, or just have the kick, have the center look up and down. It's 1 second. It's 2.5 seconds of trying to time that kick and looking up and snapping that. Too much going on. It's then that we can't have these turnovers. Pate, not many people can play guard and center like you. That's pretty impressive.
See the shift? See that, Bill? Look at the versatility, right? It's not for everybody.
What size helmet is that? What size helmet is that?
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
Another helmet. Can we get a helmet that fits you? What size? All right, let's just run it. Run it. I think both teams should just run it more. And that takes a lot for me to say. I want to throw it, but these running backs are doing well.
Yeah, another missed tackle, though. There's the crack replace. Come on up and replace.
Talk about that. That's crack missile. Replace. So that's the receiver. The receiver hits the safety. Now the corner's got to come and become like the safety and make the tackle.
Yeah, well, they cracked the safety. The corner needs to replace. And, that was Mitchell, the rookie. And, he's seeing better backs here than he saw in college. That's for sure.
Bill, I talked to Kirk Cousins. He says Robinson could play receiver. He said he could run a 16-yard dagger route as well as London can. I mean, he's that good of an athlete, obviously a great running back, but that's a hard guy to defend when he can do all those different things, catching the ball as well, right?
Absolutely, and when he's off, then, the Eagles should be cheering to get him off the field. Yeah, you got to know where that guy is. He's a threat in the backfield. He's a threat out of the backfield, and, of course, they can hand him the ball. So, this guy's really a good football player. You got to know where he is on every play. They got him in longer yardage here. Algier's a good player too.
I know, Pate and Bill. I know they, Atlanta tried some play action in that first series. They had a guy wide open. The ball got tipped out of the line of scrimmage. That can't, get them nervous and say, hey, oh, it didn't work. They had guys open. I still like that under center play action. That's, get some guys running some deeper stuff down the field. take some shots right here. So I just think they can't get worried about it. I know this is 3rd and 4, not going play action, but they got to keep that in their arsenal.
They've set it up. They've run the ball enough. They set it up. They'll be able to get some plays out of it. They better just convert this 3rd and 4. That's a good situation for them.
Oh, he stole it from him.
Late.
That was
Incomplete.
close.
Eli.
Right there, Peyton. He just hitched up. You can't hitch on those quick outs, right? That's 3-step timing. That's 1, 2, 3 throw. He had a little hitch there and a little behind him, right?
All right, get that snap right. 1, 2, 3, throw it off the plant. We can't go 1, 2, 3 and gather up. Now we're late. It's a quick game. The ball's got to come out quick. That should have been a costly interception the other way. Bill, as a corner, are you reading that footwork? Are you telling the corner to cue the quarterback and read that footwork?
100%. Yeah, that's why those double moves or the go off the 3-step drop, like you used to do to us, those are always hard. Yeah, those are tough because you're reading that 3-step drop and you're ready to jump it.
Ball's got to come out.
A quick
come out.
That ball's got to be outside, though, Peyton. That ball's got to be on the sideline. It's back behind him.
Yep, that's the miss. The miss is outside.
Never miss inside.
Welcome back. Bill, your Patriots played the Eagles twice in the Super Bowl. In Super Bowl 39, well, this is actually the Atlanta Super Bowl. I don't know if you remember that one as well, Bill, y'all were down 28-3. And then all of a sudden, what happened? Matt Ryan's our guest later in the game. I know he wants to talk about that game. What do you remember about that Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, one of the first things I remember was the catch Julio made on the sideline. I thought this was deja vu again with Manningham and Tyree. But, the last play was kind of crazy because nobody knew if White scored or not. He was tackled like right on the goal line. They had to replay it, and we kind of were out there, it seemed like, for a couple minutes afterwards to see what happened. But, when I got back to the hotel, the game happened to be on in my hotel room, and so it was like about the start of the 3rd quarter, and I said, you know what, I need to sit down and watch this and make sure that we still won it because maybe that was just a dream. But, in the end, when I think back about that game, I think, just a lot of credit has to go to, our 3 coordinators, Matt Patricia, Josh McDaniels, and Joe Judge for the adjustments that they made and the pressure calls that they executed. We got the big strip sack from Hightower and that converted a couple 2-point conversions. Then we had 2 kickoffs where we tackled them inside the 15-yard line, and ultimately that was probably just enough yardage to keep them out of field goal range. So, it was really a great job by the coordinators and obviously the players. I've been so fortunate to be with those great players. Also remember Blank down on the sideline in the 4th quarter, celebrating when they were ahead, and. So,
You saw that?
No, you
saw him?
Well, I mean, he's a pretty good dresser now. Like, Arthur always looked sharp, but, he was down there on the sideline, and, we were getting beat. And I'm like, Jesus. But anyway, the head coach gets a lot of credit, but, the players that came back and the coordinators, the coaches, I mean, it's really a team effort. When we were down 21-3 at the half, I didn't feel like we were in too much trouble because we were moving the ball. We'd given up a pick 6. We fumbled going in. But then we got to 28-3, and then I said, well, I don't know here. We could be in trouble. Everything had to go right, and it did.
All right, 3rd and 4 here.
They're showing blitz. I think he's coming out again. It's man-to-man.
There it is.
Not coming.
The spin move, Tate.
Everything's just off rhythm. There's no just first read, get it out of her hand. Good job by Phil. Good job by the Falcons covering, right, Bill?
Yeah. Yep. Not a lot of pressure here, but it just looks like the middle linebackers, cheating over and they're kind of halfway doubling, Smith, and there he is, just scrambling late, doesn't have anything.
Yeah, not really some man beaters right there, Pate. I mean, it's just kind of some little stop routes aren't really great man. You probably have to work the outside right there, but it looked like they were deep comebacks, not really go routes. So, just kind of waiting on that a long time for 3rd and 4.
Eli, that's why I never like calling just a man beater or a zone beater, right? I had a great coordinator, Tom Moore. Every play had an answer. If it's zone, this is where you go. If it's man, where you want to go. You try to call the perfect play. Defensive coordinators are going to change it up. I mean, nobody did it better than the Patriots. They took away what you like to do. They take away your tendencies. So having answers. It looks like they're kind of calling zone beaters or man beaters, and they guessed wrong on 2 consecutive third downs.
Yeah, but
like
you know
play
what was
action
tough,
right
though, Peyton, was when there was a lot of weapons, right? When you had Edge, when you had, Dallas, Harrison, Wayne, there's just too many guys to double. And so, a lot of times what I think the best strategy would be is to double the best guy and then put your second best guy on, put your best guy on their second best guy. We did that a lot with Revis. Nice play action there over the middle. That's a nice job with London.
Oh.
But, if you double their best guy and then you put your best cover guy on their second guy, that's sometimes a good matchup for you.
Yeah.
That's the play Atlanta needed to get going.
That was Kirk Cousins right there, Eli. Under center,
it.
play action. That's when he looks comfortable. Let's do more of that, get him into a little rhythm here.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to go back.
That's a catch. We're going to commercial here. Hey, Bill, he had plenty of options to throw to on this play. Let's take a look at this one.
Yeah, this is the same thing that happened to Philadelphia in the Green Bay game. McLeod's open on the over route. He's 5 yards behind the defense, and then London's going to come open on this in cut, and nobody covers him. When you match coverages and you get into a play action and, 4 guys on the same side, you get the matches screwed up. I mean, honestly, if that's a good throw to London, he's probably got another 15 yards after the catch.
Yeah, he could have definitely hit 34 here, Paige. That's the bad thing about turning your back to the defense. You come out, you're trying to find safeties. He doesn't see McLeod. He knows he's going to have the in cut open right there, so he still gets it again. If he throws an accurate ball, I mean, he could score or have a much bigger play. But I still like the play action. They got to keep coming back to it. They can hit some big plays. And, last week Philly gave up a bunch of big ones. They got to stay with it.
Yeah, well, that 4 strong is tough.
Going to no huddle again here, Bill. No huddle again here.
Yeah, try to keep the defensive line on the field, wear them down. Oh, my God, running past the quarterback. You don't want to do that.
Right, play action, Eli. Those linebackers, they bite. All of a sudden, they turn and run deep. The check down can be good off play action. No huddle again. I like it.
Yeah, they're trying to keep Philly from subbing on the D-line. Keep those guys in there.
And, Bill, people don't think about this. Crowd noise affects the visiting offense, but it also affects the home team defense, right? They have to communicate with all the crowd noise. Sometimes they can miss some calls.
Absolutely. It's really hard on defense playing at home. When we practice crowd noise, we practice that on every day. So if we're playing away, it's for the offense. We're playing at home, it's for the defense. And this is just what we talked about at the beginning of the show is just the front 7 for Philly at times is dominant, but here, they're just running sideways. There's big gaps inside. They got, the run fits are poor. I mean, they're just getting gashed. And it looks like they're tired.
Oh, come on. Yep. Come on. Atlanta, I think you got it back, right?
Yeah, but that's not great defense. That's just bad offense. You guys know that better than I do. You can't get the ball to the running back. That's just bad offense.
Didn't look like you think he was going to get it for some reason.
No.
I mean, Kirk's not doing RPOs. Kirk's doing R's. Right? There's no PO with Kirk's.
No.
They got off the hook on that one.
There's that quick motion.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
He didn't cross all the way over.
All right, so, Bill, third and long here. If you're Philadelphia, you kind of conceding the field goal, just trying to do whatever you can to keep them from getting this first down?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a long way to go. I mean, I'd keep them from getting the first down. If they pick up 3 or 4 yards, I'll be all right with that and make Koo kick the long field goal.
I mean, if I'm an offense, I'd love to see man-to-man press, give me a shot. I don't want to see 8-man coverage here. A lot of defenders. Now you make a greedy decision. You force one in there. Let's see what Philly does.
Well, I think, Huff's down here on the bottom. If he can get a good rush, that first 3rd down, he just fell down on the snap, and, McGarry blocked him. But, McGarry and Huff, that's a big matchup for him, right?
Atlanta, this is a 30-second timeout. It's a little thing right there. I know people ask me a lot. You watch that replay, Kirk Cousins, He gets the snap and he spikes the ball right away. The whistle blows, right? You say, why does he spike it? He spikes it because he hears the whistle, but maybe those D linemen haven't heard the whistle. So he spikes it in the ground. Now the D linemen know, okay, I'm not going to go hit the quarterback. You hold on to the ball, that D lineman says, I didn't hear the whistle. He knocks the crap out of you. It's not really his fault. So young quarterbacks, you hear the whistle blow, spike the ball, right? Don't give the defensive lineman that much credit. They're going to hear the whistle also. Right,
hey,
Bill, Lawrence Taylor.
You're not getting your football. You're not getting your football rubbed down. It looks like a brand spanking new. You
got
could
a brand
throw
new
that
ball.
thing.
I got a Warren Moon right out of the box ball. He liked to throw. Here we go. Third and 9.
That thing would slip out of your hands right away.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We got Pitts on the backside. He chipped Huff. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. We played coverage. Bill, that was kind of your poach call by that backside safety, right? 3 receivers to one side. That free safety poached. He pushed to kind of protect the middle down the seam.
Right.
Made Kirk hold the ball.
Yeah, they didn't get too much out of that. Pitts chipped on the backside and knocked Huff down into McGarry, which was good. Remember last week when he tried to chip on Watt, he just pushed him in the back and Cousins got sacked. So, it looked like they were more protection conscious and, which they should be.
Yeah, chips, Eli, we always said those are good, but that's one less receiver you're going to get out into a real pattern. Might not be as many guys open. There's the give and the take when you have a good defensive line and your pass rush is an issue. So I'll take it. I'll take the field goal.
Take 3.
Take it.
Like a lot of kickers, he comes into the league and doesn't do much. His rookie year is with the Chargers, and then he was out of the league in 2018. Didn't kick at all. I had him on a practice squad in 2019 after Gostkowski got hurt, and then the Falcons signed him, and he's been down there since then. He's the 3rd most accurate kicker in the NFL behind Butker and Tucker. So, sometimes it takes these guys a little while to get the confidence and get the groove and all that. I would say he's benefited from being in a dome down there in Atlanta, but this guy's become a really good kicker, and for 3 years he couldn't even get a job in the league.
Good story there.
He doesn't do the kickoffs though.
He's not the strongest leg. But he's straight. I mean, he kicks it down the middle, so it's kind of like Vinatieri. Vinatieri was saved by McAfee, who could kick off, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, we talked about the Falcons Super Bowl. I mean, there's so many to talk about. Obviously, you have history with these Eagles. What do you remember about Super Bowl 39? You won 24-21. Tell us your thoughts on that game.
Oh, man, well, that's my first thought right there is when Brewski dumped that water on my dad and I. That was really cold, but it felt good, like every Gatorade bath does. But, that was the Terrell Owens game. We went into the game. T.O. had gotten hurt a couple weeks before, and my team doctor, said that he saw the x-rays, saw his doctor, whatever, and said there's no way that this guy is going to be able to play, and if he did, he wouldn't be able to run. So, all right, so otherwise we would have doubled the hell out of T.O., but he wasn't going to play and he wasn't going to do anything. So, first 3rd down, they put him in a slot there. We put Blue Gay on him. Blue was, good corner, but he's 185 pounds, like 5'11", and T.O. just stiff-armed him, knocked him right down, almost broke his back. And I looked over at the doctor. I'm like, can't run. Like, this guy looks like the best player on the field. So he goes 9 for 122 against us. We had to change the game plan after the first 3rd down. But, I mean, he was a man on a mission. But we practiced the whole week thinking that he wouldn't play. And then, of course, the big play in the game really was when Rodney Harrison intercepted the pass, to seal it. And, that's the kind of plays Rodney, made under pressure. That's Smith right there, and I think that's a big key for Atlanta is they got to take Smith out of the game. I mean, this guy is really a game-breaking type of player, and he can get this offense going in a hurry. Can't let him run
that route,
loose.
Eli. It was a deep crossing route. He kind of stair-stepped him, right? He pushed vertical, right, like he's going up the field, and then runs the crossing route, puts that defender in a bind. A lot of throwaways, E.
Yeah.
Need some more completions.
Yeah, well, he got plenty of time. I mean, the pass rush hadn't been any factor at all.
Yeah, you'd think with that much time, you got to have someone open there. Looks like they went fast here, Pate. He might have bobbled this.
Ooh.
Probably hit the ground. That was probably incompletion.
And so, Bill, what do you do on that? You have somebody in your ear saying, hey, Let's challenge it. I mean, you see them going quick to try to prevent that.
Yep.
What do you do as a coach?
Yeah, well, I mean, here's what I'd say. If you have a good look at it and you're sure, then challenge it. If you don't, then, don't waste the challenge. But once again, we have the replay booth, and, they should be able to see that. I mean, I don't care if they go no huddle or not. They've got a lot of camera angles, and they should be able to. There's Judon coming inside. It's a big play by Jew. Yeah, there you go, Jew. Jew's got on his red. He's got on his red long-sleeve shirt. Because his mother got real upset because he cut his elbow one time and he was bleeding and got blood all over his jersey. So now he wears red so that when he gets his arm cut, his mother can't tell that he's bled.
You can wear Patriots red, you can wear Falcons red, right? It's easy for him.
Yeah, but that was good for him.
3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 here, Bill.
Yeah, showing 6 up. This is a new look for him here. It's probably a special 3rd down package. And here they come, blitzing on the other side. Nice read.
Force the hot, get it out of his hand.
Yep.
Still play, trap coverage over there. The corner's going to fall off and make the tackle. That's a special 3rd down just for that situation.
And that's why you blitz. That's why you do a weird blitz on 3rd and 11. They got to throw hot. You come and tackle, right? You got to make the tackle.
We're going for it here.
Too far for a field goal.
Going for it here.
I mean, I think it was a game-winning kick. Elliott, they take a shot on this one, but 4th and 3. Again, the Eagles are a very analytics-driven team, so I'm sure these situations they've talked about, if it's under, 56 yards or whatever they kick it, and if it's over 56, then they go for it. If it's 4th and less than 5 or something like that. They have these analytics figured out. Oh, my God.
Run it. Whew. Just take it all the way.
Yep.
But, I mean, there's nobody open prior to that for him. You can't count. We can't live in this world. It's the same play they converted on the first 3rd down. It's that drive concept.
Yep. And the Falcons you can see why the Falcons didn't have any turnovers last year. They're one of the worst teams in the league in turning the ball over. And it's hard to see how it's going to get much better. There's just no pass rush. I mean, literally Hurts is back there for, 5, 6, 7 seconds just waiting for somebody to get open.
Calling the play, delay game. Offense number 1 for a spike.
Yeah, spiking the ball. That's unnecessary.
Still a 1st down.
That's really unnecessary. Just get up and go run another good play.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what that was like. I never ran the ball, that far for a 1st down. So
yeah, you did. You did it against us. Yeah, you get it against us. It's probably coming up on the highlights now.
Just once a game. Just once a game.
All right.
Yeah, he has them all written out, Coach. Kind of for every play that he sees on the film, he's going to match it to a play he did against the Patriots while you were the coach.
I know. I know. I got that. Yeah. Last week saw a check down to Marshall Faulk.
And so, Bill, to get more pass rush.
Pay, those are the kind of plays, though, that, look, you only get how many possessions in a game, right? 10, 11, 12, whatever it is. And those 5-yard penalties, false start, delay of the game, illegal formation, stuff like that. I mean, they can stuff the drive. And here you are now, it's 2nd and 20. And there's 3 other plays, but those plays they can end up being drive stoppers.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody
Hey, Bill,
blocks.
do you think to get more pass rush for Atlanta, like we have to rush more than 4, we got to bring pressure?
Yeah, yes, it's the same issue they had last year. I mean, they added Judon, but, they lost Calais Campbell, who was probably their best defensive player last year other than Bates. There's just not a lot of rush up there. Owen Miata's a solid player, but, not really a special rusher. Judon's not even in there. They're playing him on 3rd down more, so still no rush.
They kind of fake blitzed one backer, brought the other, but he's still not. It's 5 guys rushing, 5 guys blocking. Everybody's taking care of their man. We got to bring more than 5, I think.
Yeah, and both these linebackers are light. Anderson, Ellis. They're not really heavy blitzers. So it's not like bringing Hightower or somebody like that up the middle. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 11, kind of the same situation. I'd like to see man-to-man. I love to get the ball out of my hands on time. I don't want to see a bunch of guys dropping into coverage.
0? No. All right, man.
Yeah, bring in 5. Oh, over the middle. Oh, my God, wide open. Good run. Can't tackle. Can't tackle him. See,
And Bill, what is that? Is that not playing in the preseason, not tackling enough? Why does that happen?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was the same issue last week. They didn't tackle very well against Pittsburgh. But, Peyton, you see the receiver, it's wide open over the middle there. I think this is a little bit of, whether it's the coaches or Hurts or whatever, just trying to stay out of the middle like Arthur Smith talked about, staying away from Bates in the middle of the field. If we run that third down play back, it's almost like I feel like Hurts isn't even looking over the middle here because, it's already kind of been drilled into him of like what Arthur Smith said, don't let Bates ruin the game by throwing inside. Keep the ball outside the numbers.
This is lineman downfield again. This is illegal man downfield again, Eli.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got the receiver right there.
Look at the under here.
Offense number 65.
Yeah.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Again, I almost feel like Hurts is kind of like not even looking at those guys. They're not looking at him very long. And then he makes a great run here. Look, one thing you got to say, Hurts hurt him on the delay game penalty by spiking the ball, but then he kind of, saved the day by, converting. And he gets the top speed quickly. This guy's got a real strong lower body. He's a hard guy to tackle. When we practiced against him a couple years ago, his speed and his overall athleticism, speed, and toughness was impressive in person. It really is. He's a strong kid.
There's your bubble, Page.
Bubble screen. There it is. Good tackle.
Tackle.
Good tackle. Eli, the last play, the right tackle was wide open in the back of the end zone, but I don't know if he knows that's illegal. You cannot go downfield. There's the bubble. Right. I think that's probably a give right there. Don't you think we give that to Saquon right there?
Well, you know what, Peyton, that was some of the same issues that they had against Green Bay. I thought he missed a couple of those, gives, bubbles, and then, Green Bay, I mean, they almost had 5 turnovers instead of 3.
Yeah.
Just, sometimes just block them and give it to them. I mean, they're too high all day. There's not really anything to fool here. Just, you got 6 guys to block them, just get on them.
Nice.
What a catch.
Oh, there it
Smith.
is.
Nice.
Boy, he challenged Bates on that one, got it in there. Good throw.
Kind of ran a little Cooper route, Eli. Corner post. He ran right at the safety. He stuck it to the corner, ran right to the middle of the post, puts that safety in a bind. A safety's not going to be able to cover Devontae Smith in zone coverage or man. Little corner post. I like that route.
Hey, this guy's really, really a clutch player. Fast, quick, good hands, tough after the catch. This guy's really a good player.
Good job by them responding right there. They drove down there before, had the turnover and downs, get the ball again, go get 7. That's a good job by Jalen right there. Running, throwing, nice throw right here. Throwing it, I think he probably threw it a little bit behind him. He was worried about that backside safety. So nice throw, stopping him.
Can we go to
Touchdown. You see Smith there, number 3. This backside safety should poach this, but Saquon's motion getting it empty freezes him a little bit, keeps him from getting over there in time to Smith on that little corner post route. You'll see it here. It's this guy right here. Bill talks about being able to poach this thing, right, going to help over there. But Saquon going in this little quick motion, I think this freezes this guy and makes him sort of stay over here, and he's late on the poach, and he can't get there to make the play, Bill.
That's exactly the way I saw it, Peyton. And, look, I don't know exactly what the calls were and all that, but, I mean, Simmons kind of freezes. I mean, he's had a little bit of history for that in his career, but it ends up with Smith on Ellis here, the linebacker, and, clearly that's a big mismatch. It looked like the safety should have been coming over on that, but I think the little 2-step motion by Barkley, must have messed them up a little bit.
Eli, did Saquon tell you they were going to do that? Did he give you that insight, or he just kind of give you cliche answers as an old teammate?
He told me. He told me, that he wanted more R's. He wanted more R's, less POs, and he said he got a lot of. He said he didn't feel like he had 24 touches or whatever he last week. He said he felt good. It's good to scoring touchdowns. You always don't feel as sore after you score touchdowns and win. But they maybe took a few reps off of him this week in practice. But he just felt like kind of a game, the first time getting hit, hadn't been tackled in 8 months. But he was excited, and he thought he had some options to get open versus some of these linebackers. You did talk about some of these linebackers being a little stiff, or maybe he could win on some of these option routes.
You ever been older than your coordinator or quarterbacks coach like Kirk Cousins is? I know never an option for me. Tom Moore is 85 now, so that's not possible for me. But Kirk said it's kind of a strange dilemma, right? T.J. Yates is quarterbacks coach, Zach Robinson is coordinator. Kirk's older than both of them.
I never had that, Pate. That'd be interesting, But I think, Kurt likes to be coached. I know he wants these guys to be hard on them, be on them, and be with it. We've had all these guys at the MPA, Pate. Everybody, all the quarterback coach, coordinators of both teams, were all at the MPA at one point. Both quarterbacks.
Bill, it's very weird. It makes Eli and I feel old. We have former counselors at the camp that are coordinators now. Both Robinson and Moore, former counselors at the camp, now coordinators. So that tells you we've been doing it a long time. There's Zach, came twice, Oklahoma State. Kellen Moore out of Boise State. Dad has them all saved in his phone as Boise State quarterback 2010. He's never updated his contact info.
Well, no, you got a pretty good roster down there, and these guys have gone on to be good quarterbacks, good coaches, and it was honestly a thrill for me to be down there and to be part of your passing academy this summer. I really appreciate the opportunity and the invite, and you guys do great things for those kids, not just on the football field, but teaching them great life lessons and just the opportunity for them to work, with you guys, and then to work with the other good college quarterbacks. Here's that West Coast, cross in cut behind it, and looks like the linebackers just mismatch it.
Kind of that same play Philly ran on the first play of the game. Philly ran the first play of the game, got the completion, same. A little shallow route, a little over the ball, OTB, over the ball, Pate.
Let's do more of that. Let's get some more of that going.
I think Philly's got to, look, Vic loves to mix in the split safety and the post safety, but I think that they just got to get down and stop Bijan and, not worry, match up outside with their corners and cover the receivers, but, get down and stop the run.
Going fast again, Pate. I like going fast. Every time they're going fast, they hit a big play. Oh, he almost broke that.
Oh, no. Not bringing that back, are we?
They're bringing it back, for sure.
Bill, Matt Ryan was coming on in the fourth quarter, but since you gave a full play-by-play of that second half of the Super Bowl, he just called and said, can we do it another time? I'm just kidding. He is coming. Miles Teller's in the third. Matt's on in the fourth.
First down.
Good pickup. Good flag pickup there.
That throw he made to Julio Jones in that game was like one of the all-time best. I mean, that was an unbelievable play.
That was a throw. Was a throw.
I don't know how that ball got in there.
Hey, so, Bill, when the refs pull up a flag, what do? They get over there and say, hey, Belichick's going to rip my face off if we go through this holding call. We're just going to pick it up and save a little face. Is that how that works?
I wish it did. I wish it did.
There you go. Another shot.
Oh. Look out. Oh, he can't hold it.
Well, I think defensive holding.
Yeah. He tackled London.
Oh, did he?
That's who he was throwing to. That's can't tackle the guy. He kind of ran a rail route. He was going to kind of sell the deep rail stop, exactly. He grabbed him. That's why Kirk pumped.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 17. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Pitts blocked him for a while. I mean, that's a tough block for Pitts on Graham there. He blocked him for a while. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's grabbing the shoulder pad. Can't do that, Pate. Can't grab by the neck. Hey, you know that. We have some footage of you complaining about Coop grabbing you by the neck. I'm sure we can pull that up. Coach, you'll love this footage. You'll actually like this footage of Peyton. We have some home videos.
No home videos.
It's not him on plays against you, so you'll like it.
Empty. Blitzing off the left side. They picked it up.
Good.
Still
A little late, right? Just a little
late.
That's late. A little late, a little behind.
Like Bill said, we got to miss. If we're going to miss, we got to miss outside on these out-breaking routes.
Is this Mooney? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mooney.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
One
so
hitch. It's that double hitch, Pay. It's going to be one hitch, let her fly, get it outside. He's
Mooney's
one of
those three free agents they signed at illegal. They had Mooney, Warner, and then of course Cousins that they contacted early, got fined for, lost the draft choice and all that.
Nice throw there. Good throw there.
Good protection.
2-3.
That's good protection.
Kind of your old dagger concept, Eli. He was checking for London on the cross. He was covered. Boom. Go from him. Move your feet. I like how his feet and eyes move together, right? Quarterbacks. We're looking at a guy. We want to throw to him. He's not open. We've got to move our feet at the same time. We're moving our eyes. What's the penalty here? What are we doing?
Taunting.
2 minute warning.
Taunting.
What happened?
Oh yeah. There you go.
What are we
Looks
doing?
like a cloud.
Yeah.
Little shove. Little light punch to the face. That's smart.
Can't do that.
You ever punch anybody, Pate?
Bill, you take him out. You take him out right there and bench him. What do you do here?
Yeah, that's not good. That just hurts your team. That's a really selfish
After the
play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 34.
What are you doing?
15-yard penalty. Still first down.
Yeah, so I hope McLeod feels good about that because I don't think anybody else on Atlanta does.
I mean, it made a good play. Great route. Kirk's getting a little rhythm there.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Barry Sanders, just hand the ball to the ref.
All right, we saw that physical hit to the face by McLeod. That didn't hurt as bad as that did, Pate. Golly, that's my first game ever. That was my first hit ever, I'm pretty sure. Jerome McDougal, thank you very much. I think they just called the game over. It was the last play. They're like, all right, we've had enough. We've seen enough. We walked it off. That was it.
You got up, though. Like Mick telling Rocky, get up, Rock. Atta boy. That's the way to get up. Good job, E.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Atlanta's got a chance, do the last shot here. We can get points here, get the ball the second half. We've got plenty of time.
Tackle.
We'll take that. I don't mind going on the ball because we have more success, but we don't have to go right away. We can get on the ball, keep Philly from subbing. Looks like they are going to actually huddle.
Yeah.
Look, you can still stay on the ball and keep Philly from being able to huddle. You just don't have to snap it right away. We lived in that world all the time.
Yeah.
Let's just stay on the line of scrimmage.
Corner blitz.
There we go.
Oh, missed it.
There we go.
Automatic. You think it was an automatic tight split?
Might have been.
Corner blitz because of the split.
It might have
He
been.
could have made the
Yeah.
play. He missed it, yeah.
Yeah, Bijan
You
saw
see
it and
that?
cut it back.
We still got plenty of time here, right? We still got plenty
You
of time.
want to
They're
run the
huddling.
clock. Run it, right? Run this clock down.
Run it. Yeah.
I'm Philly. I'm thinking about using one of my timeouts here after this play.
Hey, I like that they're under center with some of these motions. Last week, they obviously had the fumble, trying the motion and everything. Under center, you can it's so much easier to control that with the cadence.
They've cleaned
Quarterbacks,
that
you're
up.
in full control.
Yeah,
Yeah,
other than that
they had
one
a
box
couple-
handoff, they've really cleaned that up tonight.
Golly, he ran right over that safety. All right, you take a timeout, Pate? Yeah, take a
Time
timeout
Atlanta?
here. Yeah. 26 seconds.
I like calling 2 plays in the huddle here. I like a pass, alert to the run. If they go zone coverage and looks like 2 safeties deep, we still have a timeout. Let's run the ball. I want options here for the quarterback. Not an RPO, actually calling 2 plays in the huddle. Screen. Face. I'll take that. I like that penalty.
All right, I'm back.
You like every defensive penalty, Peyton.
Face mask. Defense, number 55.
Face mask there.
Every defensive penalty.
This is the goal. Automatic.
All right, Coach, you can totally redeem yourself now if you want to get on this prediction panel again. You got your fat head. New one.
Oh.
I'm going Robinson.
Right. Oh, Peyton wants in. All right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Peyton, I promise I'm not making your fat head bigger than the other ones. It's just the way it is. I promise.
That's not true. You fixed that. You've edited that.
Do you think I'm doing this? You think I have the ability to make fat heads and yours is extra?
I think you got to throw it here, Peyton. I think you got to throw it here. Otherwise, you got your timeout, and then you kind of put you in a spot here. Oh, you checked it.
You went audible.
4 over 3.
3.
Yeah. See, now they're in a tight spot. They use a timeout in 17 seconds. I mean, Philly, at halftime, I think Vic's got to talk to Philly about playing a run like that. Like, stop running up the field, defeat the blockers in front of you, and not create this space for these backs. Like, that's it right there. Just, two-gap Lindstrom, two-gap Dahlman. That's it. Just knock those guys back. Like, that's how they got to play. They're running up the field too much, and there's just too many big holes for Robinson.
Now you got to throw. Now I'm looking. Bill, are you looking to double team? I mean, you got to double team Smith. Maybe even go 3-man rush. Double team London. Maybe Mooney also. Right. Take away the guys Kirk wants to throw to.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to rush 5. Oh, they're going to bunch it up? Okay, this will be some
Robinson
kind of
on the
crossing
outside
patterns.
here.
He's wide open.
Yeah, they came. They brought the 5 or 6. 3rd and goal.
Not a good protection
That's what I want.
here, Pate.
That's what I want, though. I want a quick read to get it out of my hand.
That run on 1st down kind of puts them in a box here. Now, I mean, they got to throw it or, half's over.
Yeah.
So
I'd save that timeout.
Yeah,
I would save that timeout.
It. And then, here we go. 3rd and goal.
Where's London? Man-to-man out here.
Yeah, tight splits.
Philly takes one. This is where, Bill, I remember you guys playing Atlanta in the late in the season, and y'all rushed 3, and you doubled Gonzalez. You doubled all the guys that Matt wanted to throw to, and when you know you don't have the ability to run the ball, I mean, that's a tough coverage, right? And so if I'm Philly, I'm just not giving Kurt a quick, easy throw here is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's that was one of Matt Patricia's calls, but that's where, you got 8 guys in coverage, right? So we called that 7 triple. So we had 2 guys on 3, and then 2 guys were singled and 3-man rush. So it's get the 3 most dangerous guys. Gonzalez is always one of them.
Hits.
Man.
Yep. Tried to run and return to Pitts on there underneath.
I think he might have had Pitts on the return. I'm not sure he felt like he could hold the ball long enough.
Right.
We got to have 3. He just kind of worked the right side. Watch Pitts right here, out, back in on the return.
Yep.
You can't take a sack. He's knowing he can't take a sack or you can't get the field goal, so you got that clock going on in your head just a little bit.
Coup.
All right, a lot of field goals.
Nobody's on the prediction panel.
Hey, Coach, I got to ask you about Super Bowl 52. Y'all went against the Eagles. Did not go well for you that game. I know. I didn't want to ask you. Peyton made me do this, but I just have one quick question. Do you happen to have like a dartboard in your house with a picture of Foles and I on it that you just throw darts at all the time?
Yeah, I got 3 dartboards, 2 of you and 1 of Foles. Yeah, I got 3.
There it is. Yeah, right in the head.
Yeah.
Perfect aim. I really didn't want to talk about it, Coach. Peyton makes me do that kind of stuff.
I really appreciate that. Fly,
We
Eagles,
have our
fly.
truce.
There they are.
We have our truce.
Yeah. You know what though? This is really a good job by Atlanta. You know, they went down there and got the field goal, but now they got the ball coming out at the start of the second half. So this could be 2 straight possessions. If they can get on the board to start the second half, you know, touchdown or a field goal, like that's a 6 or a 10-point swing. Philly really isn't going to touch the ball here. I mean, they got it for a few seconds. Looks like I'm sure they'll probably just wrap it up. But it's a good chance for a halftime swing. And I think we saw several games this weekend where, you know, that was really a factor. Certainly the New England Seattle game where, you know, Seattle scored right before the half, ultimately took it into overtime. Like that was a big 3 points they picked up there, you know, with some, you know, let's say questionable clock management. But, you know, this is a good opportunity for Atlanta to come back and take the lead in the third quarter.
Yeah, touchdown, though, right?
Right?
Touchdown. No more field goals. Bill, you were awesome. We'll see you in a few weeks. Enjoy the second half in Philly. Don't get the bird shot at you.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, Pave. We
See
got
ya.
Miles Teller. We got Matt Ryan coming up in the second half, Pave. We'll have a good one.
All right, bro.